big game coming up this weekend, and that's all we're going to talk about.
Yeah,
The Carabao Cup final. Just to wrap things up here, we are going back to Wembley, and we're going to be facing Manchester City. So it's Arsenal versus Manchester City in Wembley for the Carabao Cup final. It's the first final in I think 6 years for Arsenal since the last one, the FA Cup.
yeah, 2020.
How are you feeling, man? How are you feeling about that game?
I'm feeling good, to be honest, right? I think the team has given us a lot of confidence in the last few weeks. I think the last bad result we had was against Wolves. So I don't see any reason for myself to not be confident going into the game, but I think we also have to be very careful. Man City are a wounded animal right now, whether we like it or not, right? Losing to Real Madrid, that's a team they've built some type of rivalry in Europe with, and they lost their last two Premier League games as well. They found draws. So I think the only win you can think about was their win against Newcastle, if I remember, at the FA Cup. So that's also a wounded animal. And you're playing in neutral ground against Pep Guardiola, who is one of, if not the most competitive coach out there when it comes to these things. I think he's had six or five Carabao Cup finals, and I think he's won each and every one of them, right? So, but I'm confident. I think the team are the ones that have they've given us that confidence in their performances. I'm liking for the fact the likes of Eucharist, Eze are getting into their groove, right? Like I said, when you watch Eze lately, he looks like someone who's tuned in, and I've been of the opinion that I think we're going to see the best of Eze anytime from like March or towards the end, because he's still adjusting, right? A lot of people don't understand. Like, Eze was literally thrown into the deep end. When you come into a team from Crystal Palace to Arsenal who are fighting for the league, there's little to no room for error compared to when you go into another team. You're going to have the time to blend in, figure out yourself, your comforts, and everything. So I'm confident, to be honest. I'm really confident, but I know just right before kickoff you're gonna feel a little bit of those nerves. But then again, I think we've witnessed that with every game this season, especially with the situation we find ourselves. Every game you're confident,
Every
and then
game is like a
once
final now, man.
exactly once the whistle comes up, it's literally a final, right? So I would say another reason why I'm confident is I think the players are hungry. I think I've seen it in them this season. They're very hungry. They're going against a team that is very experienced, also very experienced manager, one of, if not the best manager in the world right now. They have the experience, they have the consistency, but I think we also need to know that our hunger also counts for something. It's funny, I've never been someone who's crazy about the Carabao Cup. I just never have right from time. I think as a winger didn't help in those situations because growing up watching Arsenal at that time, a lot of those games were where he used to bring in the academy players and stuff.
Yeah, all the
But for
kids.
me, yeah, for me, this game is just different just because of the opponent and the manager. Literally is different for me because of the opponent and the manager, because it's almost like we know the whole teacher and student situation and Man City and Arsenal rivalry that has been building up a little bit for the last 3, 4 years. And now we found ourselves now where we're both battling for the first trophy of the season. Just for that fact is why I really want us to win this game.
Yeah, I feel the same way too. I'm with you on the never caring about Carabao. Like, I don't think it's one of those ones that would ultimately define where this
Define.
team lands this season. But again,
Yeah.
like you said, we're going against. I think it could be a changing of the guard kind of moment, right? If we go
Hmm.
ahead to win,
Yeah.
because you've uh, 2 of the 3 seasons that you've been denied a Premier League title has come at the hands of
From
this
this
man,
team. Yeah.
right? So this is a chance to kind of show that there's a maturity in there, there is a hunger and desire to kind of go get it, and also that you can put yourself apart. Remember, we haven't lost to them in what is it, 5 or 6 games now
Five or
that we've
six.
played.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so now this is where it really, really matters, right? So it'll be interesting to see how we match up against them. They are the
Mhm.
ones that could really get in between us and the aspirations this season, right? They're the closest rivals in the Premier League. Depending on how things pan out in the FA Cup, they could be the ones to stop us from winning the FA Cup as well, right? So you want to really show that you can go and do it. So I think there is understandably going to be nerves. I think before the whistle goes up, you're definitely going to be a
Yeah.
lot of nerves from an Arsenal perspective, and even
Yeah.
when the whistle goes to kick things off. But I think once you kind of see the teams settling into familiar patterns, it becomes like, okay, let's play a
Yeah,
game of football. Um,
yeah,
I expect us to go and win. I want us to go and win. I really want this to be a moment where, we kind of lay down a mark. But
hmm,
I also don't buy into the discussions that whoever wins this gets to like basically take something away and the other team doesn't have a chance of winning the league anymore.
no, no.
So but
Yeah,
yeah, looking
definitely.
forward to it.
Yeah,
Looking
I'm looking
forward to it.
forward
Can't
to it
wait.
for sure, man. I think it's gonna be definitely a good one.